earnings buzz does continue. Pharma major Cipla has announced its quarterly results, its Q2 results. The CMD of Cipla will join us on the line from Mumbai. Ekta Batra, who's been tracking this, will walk us through the numbers.
Hi, thanks for that, Seema. We have with us Dr. Hamid, who's going to take us through the numbers. Hi, Dr. Hamid. Thanks for joining in this afternoon. Could you then just give us the top line and the bottom line for this quarter? We don't have the numbers with us.
Only in the bottom line and top line. First, the top line. For the quarter, we have done a turnover of 1,588 crores. For the half year, for the first time in our history, we have exceeded 3,000 crores for the half-yearly period. The bottom line on this occasion, this is net profit after tax, was 263 crores. This is slightly less than the same quarter last year. But for the 6-monthly period, we have had an overall profit of 520 crores.
So you've seen a strong uptick in your top line at around 1,588 crores versus 1,371 crores on a year-on-year basis. So can you just take us through where this growth was from? How is domestic formulations this quarter and also export?
By and large, the domestic and local is roughly 50-50. So the export this year has been 52.7% of the total turnover.
And how did the domestic formulations grow this quarter, sir?
The domestic grew by about 14%. Exports by -1%. Pardon?
Okay, so
status score 11%. That's 11%. Sorry, for the half-yearly period, 11%.
Okay, sir. If I'm not mistaken, can you just take us through for the export markets this quarter on a year-on-year basis?
Yes, the export breakup that in Africa of the total export, 42%. Australia 12%, Europe 14%, North and South America 21%, and Middle East 11%.
Okay, and what's the growth trajectory you'd expect for the domestic markets? Because we've seen a growth of around 14% this quarter, but last quarter was a bit sluggish. So what do you expect?
Last quarter was sluggish. No, for us, the last quarter was very good because there was very heavy monsoons throughout India. So the offtake of medicines with dengue fever and this and that was quite high.
Okay.
So the offtake was very good the last quarter. Let's hope it continues in the next 2 quarters. But I want India to be healthy, so less drugs are used.
Right. So can you just give us an update on the ARV market this time and also the inhaler market in the UK?
In the UK is not the issue. I'll give you overall the situation of Cipla, which will help you understand us a little better. We are now in a phase of consolidation. And we've started a new factory at Indore. It started production in April this year, and that has cost us, that factory, over 1,000 crores investment. And there's a gestation period because it is in an SEZ zone. To get products approved in regulated markets takes a very long time. And therefore the bottom line of Cipla has been sluggish because of this gestation period. Secondly, the rupee last year was 48 to the dollar. Today it is 44 to the dollar. So that has also had an impact on growth and turnover. But I think overall, like you say, the anti-AIDS drugs, India supplies 80% of all the ARV drugs used in the world. And you'll be glad to know that Cipla's ARV drugs, particularly in Africa, is looking after 1.5 million patients.
Right.
Which gives us great joy from a purely humanitarian point of view.
Right. So just for this quarter, how exactly did the margins pan out?
The margins for this quarter, for example, the operating margin has been 22.6%.
Okay.
And the profit after tax, that is the net profit, as a percentage to turnover, has been 16.2%.
Okay.
So this is quite high compared to many other companies throughout the country.
So your guidance was around 8 to 10% overall growth for the year. So any revision in guidance, or will you be sticking to this guidance?
I think we'll stick to this guidance, but it may see a big upsurge next year when we start by 2012 selling some of the biotech products. I'd mentioned this last time. We are entering into new areas in biotechnology and going to market many biosimilar products, particularly in the anti-cancer line.
So anything you can give us for FY12, sir, post FY11?
I'm very hopeful that Cipla will continue its upward trend. We have also, you asked me earlier about aerosols. You'll be glad to know that one of the Cipla's leading aerosol products in India, which is called Seroflow, has been now approved after a long time in 2 major markets. One in South Africa and one in Russia.
Okay.
And it is pending approval in a number of other countries like Australia, etc.
Okay.
And once that establishes, and we can enter with that product in the regulated markets, it will be a big upturn for Cipla, hopefully. I'm keeping our fingers crossed.
Sir, well, in this quarter particularly, were there any technical know-how fees, and if you could expand on it? And also in terms of APIs, how exactly did that market do?
API markets have done well, but don't forget, we use a lot of our own APIs in our own formulations. So the sale of APIs by itself is not a correct indication of the API production and export as such.
Okay.
Because we use a lot of our APIs in our production for export.
All right.
So that has a double-edged profitability. You have a profit at the API level, and you also have a profit at the formulation level.
All right. So now just getting to the big news which has been doing the round since quite a few quarters now. Now the buzz seems to be getting louder that Cipla could possibly be closing in on an out-licensing deal with possibly the likes of Pfizer, AstraZeneca. So we'd be obliged if you could just clarify or comment on this.
Well, business is business, and we have 12 factories today that are US FDA approved. Many of our factories are approved in Europe, Germany, Australia, South Africa, WHO. I think as a company, we have more international approvals of our factories than any other company in the world.
So,
pharma company.
Can we expect a long-term supply agreement probably in this quarter with one of the big MNCs such as Pfizer and AstraZeneca?
I cannot put it this way, that we are certainly examining all possibilities of expanding our overall business in the emerging markets.
Okay. All right. So we'll take a cue from that and we'll wait for more news on that, sir. Thank you very much for joining in today. So that is Dr. Hamid of Cipla outlining their Q2 FY11 numbers. Revenues have come in pretty healthy at around 1,588 crores.